what?
3 pounds.
3
worth of
pounds.
seeds.
Okay, so
And
you use 3
7.
pounds, so your weight of the pack's down to 7 from 10.
No, I have 3 pounds left.
Okay. What about the kit? How much does the kit weigh?
Kit, I have no idea.
Okay, the average kit was about like 2 to 3 pounds, so you would be up to 5 pounds, about. So
Okay.
because you gotta remember, there's a base weight to the kit. This gear doesn't weigh nothing,
Okay.
much as you wish.
But I plant all these seeds all across the area. And then I'm gonna yell.
This is you. This is you by yourself, so that's an extra. That's a 4-hour adventure. So it took you about. So you spent 2 hours already just drinking and being merry, and then you spent maybe an hour getting the people to here and working on that, and then spent 4 hours just doing this. So it's already been 7 hours
So it's like
worth of experience. So and you have not rested during all that time. You just went straight from battle to this.
yeah, but I was a rock on the entire
Yeah,
battle.
so still, it's one of those. Yeah, but it still takes energy to do half these things. I mean, even if you're a rock elemental, it's like it takes energy to shapeshift.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just doing what I can right now.
Okay, so
I'm saving.
you're
the town
overextending yourself, Niltior. Oh, you're
I'm saving
overextending yourself, Spicoli. Remember, you still
rest.
have somewhere to travel.
Don't worry.
But all right, you'll be able to rest before that. So,
Yeah.
so you planted all your seeds. Now what?
I'm gonna yell praise the sun as hard as I can, then look up to the sun, close my eyes, and activate plant growth.
What challenge would that be? Think of a skill you could use in that situation.
Wisdom.
How's that wisdom?
That's my spellcasting is wisdom.
Okay.
You use, what is it, nature check.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if it's nature because he's praising. Use a religion, because you're praising the sun, which is your deity. So yelling at the top of your lungs, praise the sun, and then the sun's rays shine down upon what you're doing.
And close. In a whole area.
What is that supposed to do, though?
It's supposed to bring increased plant growth and, what's the other thing? Double the supply of food
Okay, so
from each plant.
yeah, and you're seeing like almost before your eyes, the plants are starting to bud out of the dirt and grow, as if they were, So it's like you're seeing it in fast forward. It's the plants are growing at an accelerated rate.
It's like time lapse.
Mm-hmm. So remember, this takes up to 8 hours, so you're definitely going to need a rest after this. You spent 7 hours. You almost spent an entire day doing things. So and you didn't rest from yesterday.
Does anybody come by and see?
So of course they do. I mean, they're seeing this massive rays of sun coming down from the sky on the outskirts of town. And also, you shouted that at the top of your lungs, so anybody nearby heard you say praise the sun. So, and then they see the crops, and they're in wonderment. Like, if there was any wonder to be had, this was it. Where these crops are growing as if they were. It's a time. It's basically seeing it in fast forward. So, and it's that's some of them are a little skeptical because this is like, what witchcraft is this?
Please do
You
not
can tell some of them. You can tell a lot of them are uneducated. I mean, like I said, the town exploits them. So why would they educate someone they're exploiting? Or the city exploits them. So why would they educate someone they're exploiting? So you can tell there's some ignorance there.
It is not witchcraft, it is druidry.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, some of them have heard of druids. It's just, I mean, how could they not? You live, like, they don't know you're the druid from the south, though. Remember, your house is right next to this port, so, but they haven't seen you in a while. So, they don't know that you're the same druid.
It's been a while since I've been here.
So.
Can't believe I haven't done this already.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe you haven't. Maybe the city came and exploited that.
Well, either way, they're dead.
Okay, so
after time passes for 8 hours...
this is an 8-hour period. How are you feeling? You definitely feel like crap after that, because you went almost from midday yesterday, throughout the night, and then to now without resting. So almost an entire 24-hour span without resting.
How many feet of how many feet are in 1/4 of a mile?
Good question. Have to open a new tab for that. Let's see. That's not new tab. Oops.
Because it's gonna
It's
sound
new. It's a new window. Okay, so a mile is a couple thousand feet, like 5,000 feet. So a fourth of that.
Is 125.
Yeah, it's about 1,000 feet worth of crop. It's a lot of crop. So you made it. It's a pretty you cleared out a massive area, and you're looking about this massive looking area, and then you say praise the sun. Let's see. Our map standard is what is this map? 100. 100, and each 100 is 5 feet. So this is about them. Think this whole map, and think about a quarter of that. A quarter of this map worth of food.
Yeah, let me zoom out.
Okay, so think one whole quarter of that by a quarter.
And then
which
double the
is,
food amount.
It has to be by a fourth, so that's 25 units this way, and then 25 units down. That's how big of it is. And then a massive sun ray coming down on that spot.
Wait, can you do that again?
Okay, so think 25 this way, and then 25 down. Hold up, I have to zoom in. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22. So I think 25 that way, and then 25 down.
All of that's food.
Yeah, so quite a large area of food. So that's why they're in awe, but they're also a little bit cautious, because it's like they don't know. They've been in a huge amount of misfortune before now. Why would they trust just a random stranger who just saved them to aid them? You know, just getting their trust again.
And then they just see Spicoli splat when he's done.
Yeah, then they just see you doing this, and then so the food's grown. Do you just allow them to take it? Like, you know.
Before I fall and pass out, I'm just gonna say, remember to ration each, and remember to replant.
Okay, so there's a good chance that's going to be disobeyed, because I don't think they know what that means. I think they only see the food in front of them, and they're just going to eat it.
I see it. So I'm gonna use persuasion here.
Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have to. I mean, just
please, 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 please.
yeah. So that is a fail. So
fuck me.
It all comes down to they don't know what that means. They don't know what rationing is. They don't know what conservation is, and also they might not be in the mind to do so. Remember, they're starving. So
well, we have a large area of food, and it's all doubled.
Yeah, so but that doesn't mean they're not going to ration it. They're going to rush the field, and they're going to take their fill, and then they're going to try and take whatever they can. But rationing may not be a thing. Let's see. Does anybody else? Nobody else is going to step in. I mean, Uriel, their main leadership, which is Uriel, he's still trying to get over the fact that his brother was killed. That it was his own brother's fault that he got killed, because he held his he held his oath. It was. He is behind whatever the Legion stood for, and so he fought to the death instead of, doing what his other brother did and surrendering and living. So he's got mixed emotions. It's family, but at the same time he brought it on himself. So it's 50-50.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in my family right now.
Mm-hmm. So anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, how could you even move? Hold up.
I know.
Are you gonna not? So no, you can't move. You fall. You camp out there, and then.
I asked for help.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, some of the people have enough of a mind to help you out. They're gonna bring you back into the inn to a bed somewhere. You don't quite know where the bed is, because I don't know. Roll perception. Do you see Are you sensible enough to see the whole trip? Like there's. Maybe there's 4 or 6 people carrying you there. So, and you're sensible enough to see, like, you're looking into the sky, and you're seeing the town go by, and then you see you're in some room somewhere, but you're looking straight at. You're kind of insensitive at the moment.
I want to say to I'm gonna ask these people to tell the admiral to tell the people to ration the food, not just consume it all.
They still don't know what that means. They
Just-
didn't know what it meant before. They're not going to know what it means now. So
just
they're going to bring
tell it.
word.
They're just gonna
Yeah,
give him the
so,
info.
so the admiral is the one, like Uriel is the one who would know what that means because he's an educated man. So he
Also-
definitely, let's see, and he'll divvy out the order saying, we need to just harvest the food and then we'll divvy it out. Don't eat it immediately, or if you are going to eat it, eat only like one share, but save the rest for we need to make a stockpile because
You need to grow your stomach if you're gonna stop being anorexic.
yeah. So, and like you said, it's
You'll grow
create a
sick
stockpile.
if
We need to ration every bit of food. It's Uriel knows what that means because he's an educated man compared to the people he leads. He's tried to educate them, but most of the ones he educates ends up either dead, enslaved, or some other thing. So after a while, he stopped because it's like you're gonna end up. It's like until this conflict's over, I can't afford to train you because then I'd just be wasting effort.
Also, I tell the villager to say who did it.
You don't have enough energy at that point. They already know who did it. I mean, you were in front of it. You comped out. The people picked you up and put you over there, so they know you did it because you were there. They picked up your unconscious corpse or your unconscious body and put it into.
No, I want them to tell the admiral who did it.
Yeah, he already knows because the people talk to him because he's their leader. Well, you think lines of communication aren't going to happen? I mean, he's their leader. Why wouldn't they tell him?
Okay. I'm just gonna lie here in my bed and sleep.
Alright, Niltior, what were you doing during all this? So that's like 16 hours worth of content. What were you doing for 16 hours?
Playing music.
Yeah, so...
The last 8 hours I'm gonna sleep, but before that, I guess I'm still playing my lute.
Okay,
And
so...
as I'm actually playing it, I'm gonna use Unseen Server to basically feed myself while I'm playing.
Okay, so roll it, I mean.
Yeah,
You using?
Unseen Servant.
Okay, so you're gonna have random... So now they're thinking... That's like... Now there's weird... They're invisible, okay, so now shit is moving on its own accord. So... That just goes along the lines of either you're a mystic or you're a witch, whichever one of those comes first.
Which is
Because
worse.
you guys are very heavy magic users. This is a place that's rarely seen magic. So they don't know quite how to understand what's happening. Like, you're being fed by invisible things, like basically plates of food and stuff are moving towards you and feeding you. And it's like, while you're singing and while you're playing music. So, like, most of them think it's some sort of witchcraft. It's like, they don't know the nuancing of magic. Alright, and that lasts for... You do that for 7 hours, so for another, inspire... You basically flow out all the inspiration that you've had over the past couple of...
Your hands are
basically
a little
over the
bloody.
past month, because it's been a month in game already. So everything you've ever thought of, and all the things, so just like almost
Every
replaying
event.
the history of everything you've done up to this point. Like a massive amount of inspiration. Of course, the people don't know the frame of reference. I mean, like, they don't know what a Hydra is, they don't know what a Lamia is, they don't know a lot of these things. They've never seen half of these creatures before, never seen half of these events with your own eyes, so to them it's just stories.
They've never crossed the bridge.
Not all of, like, many don't cross the bridge. A lot of these people, they can't cross the bridge because, like I said, they're very starved and dehydrated. How are they going to get across the bridge with minimal supplies? They wouldn't make it. I mean, they can't travel, and it's like it's an adventure just to get to the bridge. It's a couple miles. You gotta stop thinking like an adventurer. It's like you gotta start thinking like a peasant who's got nothing. So...
I gotta go home and grab new seeds.
Yep. So...
Because I always have a stockpile in case of emergencies.
So that's 9 hours of adventure, which means you have another... So do you decide, like, after all that, do you roll Constitution? Let's see, are you still energetic enough to actually, like, do anything else? That would be, if you roll above 20, I'll be very surprised.
Are you talking to me or?
No, it's because this is Niltior. Because
Okay.
he just spent 9 hours being a bard, so... Nope. Okay, so you're definitely feeling it after that, you know. The use of magic, the amount of singing, the gestures and everything, that exhausts you to breaking point. So you definitely need to find rest soon. Okay, second thing is, Spicoli, you get to roll activity experience, and you just, it's a really easy thing. All you need to do is insert your level.
How do I do that?
It's a macro. It's top right. You now have a new macro in there. It's called activity experience. Like, you know, you go to your settings, and then you go to macros, and then you should have the macro in there. And you put it in your bar, and then you just press the button.
Per hour.
Okay, that's per hour, yeah. So, but that only counts for the last part, not the part of leading the people there. Unless, let's see, if the game is generous. Okay, I guess the game is generous. That includes all of the hours. So...
How many hours is that?
I don't know.
You said 17 or something.
7 plus 8, so... That's 15 hours of activity. Let's go with 16 hours. Let's just, because it was 16 hours. Times 6/4, so that's... I think you got a decent roll on that. It's 20... It's almost 30,000. Alright, let's go. It's 29,824. I'll just write it in. So that's your bonus. And with Niltior, that's him being a bard and doing all that knowledge. You also get to roll activity experience.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually is worth a drop in the bucket, or if you're gonna get... Like, this is random. Sometimes it's worth a lot, sometimes it's not. This is, you basically, Spicoli, you learn that, you know, the people don't remember who you are. And now is the time to show them again that, you know, there's a druid on their side. Wow,
like,
you got a better roll than him.
yeah, and like 9
But
hours.
yours was only for 9 hours, so you get...
So, I have the higher average.
You get this much. He gets less because he did less hours, but yeah. Okay, so you get to add those to yourselves. And then what are you going to do after the 9 hours? I mean, like I said, you're exhausted to breaking point. Rest is ideal right now.
I'm basically gonna collapse in the bar like a stool corner.
Okay, so... Uriel's not going to leave you collapsed there. He's going to also get you ordered into a room, like next to Spicoli's. So, roll perception. Are you sentient enough to know that is like when you knock out, can you actually understand what's going on around you? So, no, because you're a heavy sleeper. As soon as you comp out, it's like you don't even feel them picking you up or moving you anywhere. That's just, you're out like a light. So, let's see. 9 hours passes. So Spicoli's gonna wake up way later than you. I mean, like, it's gonna be 7 more hours before he wakes up. Niltior, are you gonna wake up on your own, or are you just gonna be comped out for longer? So that's Constitution.
Should I roll con as well?
No, because it's not time yet. So you're gonna be knocked out for longer. So is that gonna be? No, you're not gonna wake up at the same time. So D7, I think it was. Let's see.
I leveled up.
He needs to go 9. Yeah, so he needs to go 9 levels. No, he needs to go 9. I'm trying to count this out. So 7 hours. So you go 2 hours over, which means it's 2 hours into Spicoli's sleep cycle. So.
Okay. Wait.
So you already spent 9 hours, and then you're going longer. So let's see how much longer it takes. Oh yeah, you're gonna take double the sleep because you went from.
I don't think I put in my experience from last game.
Okay, you didn't?
No, I know I leveled up to 50. I don't know the exact experience, but
Just get close approximation. Or if it all else fails, you have to do a close. It's close approximation to what you thought your experience was supposed to be, and that's down to you. And that's it's like, good luck with that. So long as you don't go over the level, or get so near to level cap that It's gonna just anything will get you next level. Alright, so you're gonna sleep, so pretty much Niltior, I think you're gonna wake up after him, because you went 9 hours and you added an extra 9 hours, so for the whole day you were just unconscious, sleeping. And then it goes to night, and then I guess you'll literally go from yesterday to today, midday, because you're comped out for almost most of the day. So you're going to wake up and it's going to be the middle of the day the next day. Spicoli is going to wake up around nighttime of the previous day.
Very well, Con. Let's see when I wake up.
Yeah, sure. So,
Damn it.
a little bit later, it's going to take you a few more hours. Again, it's because you guys went from battle to doing stuff that takes a high amount of energy. So, you're pushing yourselves to your limits. I don't know what you guys were thinking, but that's what happened.
Hey, I just saved down.
Yeah, you say, well, that's yet to be seen. You need to wake up and see the results, so... Are you also going to have that problem? Okay, so...
Yes?
You guys are going to be both knocked out for the same amount of time. Which is, you're going to wake up and it's going to be the day after.
What did everyone do?
So... not much. I mean, these guys are on hold. They're talking with the Admiral. Okay, so Niltior, you went almost the whole 24 hours without eating, and so did Spicoli. So you guys are definitely hungry now.
I eat and drink.
No, I said without eating, because you went straight from battle to you didn't. Well, you kind of ate, like Niltior ate. Never mind. Niltior was eating during that whole session, so he's had food, but it's been 12 hours.
Whatever. I created food. I'm hungry.
Mm-hmm. Can you create food right now? Like, you got a long rest and you have all your spells, but...
I just said I created food because of all that area.
Okay, but did they save any for you? That's the better question.
The Admiral should have been able to...
So, the people definitely didn't, and the Admiral didn't really think about it. But there is food left over, so he'll have to go send a runner to get it from the stores. Speaking of which, so... Okay, so you wake up, and what is like? There's not just food waiting on the table. You're still in the room. The room is kind of run down because they don't have a lot of experts to make it look nicer. I was like, okay, well, so what do you do? I mean, you woke up, you're somewhat hungry, you're in kind of a cramped room. It looks very run down.
Get up, stretch, and just go downstairs, see if there's like something